quarterbacks. He said 4 quarterbacks. That's right. Has got the most.
Hey, what's going on? What's going on, some of you? Uh, damn, this is really rather impromptu. I don't expect anything right now. I don't know. I wanted to do a couple of things today. I I hate being in this mood. I really dislike being in this mood. Um, because I actually got a lot of decent things done today. I got a lot of stuff knocked out of the park for today. But unfortunately, I've just been in this really bad mood and I just couldn't really get myself out of it. And despite how many things I've gotten actually done and gone through today and fixed today, not fixed, but how many things I've accomplished today, it just feel like there wasn't enough time to get enough things done. And it's really putting me back on it. I was talking to a friend of mine just a moment ago, and I was just like, you know what, I'm not even gonna go live. She's like, listen, you said that day before yesterday, and then I spoke to you today, oh, which was yesterday, and she said, and then you said that, and then you didn't go anything. I said, well, I didn't do it yesterday because I had to go prep for everything to do today. So yeah, so so go live today, and today just wasn't it wasn't my best. Well, let me not even say that, because that's not true. For all intents and purposes, here's to be honest. For all intents and purposes, today is not a bad day. Let me just say that, because that's the real truth. Today, what is going on? I swear. Oh, there's a new update today. That's why. Ugh, you're being a pain in the ass. I don't feel like dealing with you. Um, so today is not a bad day, but it just when I get into some of these moods, and it's very rare, but when I do, it's very hard for me to sort it out. And I was thinking about a few things today, um because that thing needs to update. Oh, I'm happy that was up because I was literally trying to sort through my chat history. Wish you collab with me, fool. Collab with you. Uh, like in a good way. Can you do that with me in a good way? Hit me up on Discord. Well, you and I might have to have a talk about that. Yo, Sasquatch. I was actually watching. I was scrolling through some of my old stuff. I wish I knew what it was now, but I was scrolling through some of my old streams, and there was something you were saying. I can't remember what it was, but I was laughing, but I was intrigued at the same time of what you said. It made me think about a bunch of stuff, and I wrote it. I started writing things down in my notions about it, and now I don't remember what it was. I was I can't remember what the hell it was, but I know when I run across in my notions again, I'm gonna see it, I'm gonna find it funny, and I'm probably gonna wanna make a segment out of it, to be honest with you. But, it was so funny that you popped up now 'cause you reminded me that it literally just happened, like, earlier in this week. Um, Today, like I said, today was a rough day. I didn't do It's not like I did anything wrong. I had a lot of stuff that needed to get done. I had a lot on my task list, and I just really felt like the day was against me. And I think part of the reason why I'm down on myself is because I or the way how my friend has put it, and she's right. And she's known me, she's known me 2 decades. You know what I mean? She knows me pretty well. And damn, I can't believe she knows me almost 2 decades. That's crazy. Um, she's like, the things that you say, like, when you say give grace, you're not giving enough of that to yourself. And I know she's right. And funny enough, like, for you guys who don't know, because I'm not gonna tell you who it is. But she actually watches a lot of my streams. Sometimes some of you guys have actually had conversations with her in the chat. You just didn't even know it because she doesn't make herself very popular or anything like that. No, don't start looking through my mods and things like that. Cause like don't look through my mods, don't look through regular people. I'm not saying shit. Um, I keep people who are close to me very separate. But she says like, you've gone through something like this before and you've done this a lot. And you should consider going through some of your streams. And I was like, I was thinking about it and I was like, I don't even know where to start. And she's like, you've gone through this before. She's like, I can't remember where you did this stream before. And that's funny. Oh, that's funny. She actually found the stream where I was talking about it. Huh, interesting. And it's like when you have the energy, when you have a game plan um ahead of yourself. Let me go see what she's talking about. And you go through your time of sorting out what's in your mind, but for some reason, how what you do is not exactly how you feel the job should have been done. Like for instance, like you ever worked on a project? It could be a physical project, it could be a project on a team, maybe a spreadsheet, whatever, or building a house, or whatever the hell it is. But even though you got the job done, or you did as much as the job that should have been done, you look at it and you just go, I could have done more. Or maybe you've done the job to completion, but you're sitting there looking at yourself and you're thinking, it's not my best work. You did it good. It's a good job. It is completed. It is satisfactory. But for some reason, you still felt like you could have done more. And I think that's where I am for myself. Originally, the other day on Tuesday, I wanted to just go live and just chop it up with you guys for a little bit, but it was very difficult for me to do so. Oh, sorry, that's popping up on my screen because I gotta sorry, sorting out something in my background. Um, so what happened from there is she's like, you don't give yourself enough grace. And I said, I tried to. She's like, yeah, no, no, you try, but sometimes I think you really forget because you're just really so hard on yourself. And then yesterday, I wanted to go live for Opinionated, and I was fighting so many things to prep for today that I had to do, as well as some technical issues that I was happening. And what happened was, not worry about you, not worry about you, or about if you come up. Okay, so you're up. Okay, so I can do that. And what had happened was, um, I was going through it, and then I got bogged down in personal life stuff, and I didn't go live yesterday. I wasn't too sure if I really wanted to do opinionated even that day, but I didn't. So I said, all right, you know what? I'm gonna do it today. I'm gonna do it today, right? But then today was just from the moment I got up, I couldn't even go to sleep. I stayed up all the time, and I just tried to rock out the day, and it was just really not a great day. And I think because part of me is, I guess I'm stuck in a different way, in a lot of different ways. I'm stuck in a lot of different ways where there's just so little time for me to get so much done, and there's so much I get annoyed with myself on. I'm just talking about me. If you understand this about yourself, and if you go through this, then you most likely understand what it's like to do this. But to do this to yourself. But I get so distracted with technology, yes, but also the small things, and you want to focus on the bigger things. You want to knock out the bigger chunks of the pie that you're trying to get rid of. But instead, you get so caught up in a small thing that should have taken you, you know, 5, 10 minutes of comfort becomes, you know, over an hour of something, and you're just like, shit, I just wait not then you feel bad because you like you just you wasted an hour of your time on something that wasn't nearly as important as the original thing that you were focusing on. Um, oh, what's good, Blind? What's good, Sasquatch? Joe's in the building. What's good, Joe? Ruck's in the building as well. What's going on, Ruck? Um, and I did that for a while, and the thing about it is that when I set out for the day, I got a lot of stuff done. I'm not gonna pretend like I didn't get things done. I want to say I got a good portion of things done. They probably want the most critical things, but I did get things done, and I should take the W. You know, I should take the W. But for some reason, I'm just like I just don't feel like I got enough done, and I think it's because I'm working on a time limit in my personal life, and I'm thinking I just didn't get enough done for that for my personal. Oh wow, um, I don't know if you're in here but shout out, we got a new member to the channel, Natty Francis. So what's good, Natty Francis. Hopefully you like what we got going over here in the channel. This is gonna be if you just subbed and then all of a sudden now you're seeing this stream. This is not the conventional streams, but it is. Yeah, it is what it is. Um, and yeah, today was it was a rough one for me. Not because of energy, not because of it was just it's all up here today. Today I could not focus. I couldn't get my shit together. Just plain and simply. I kept making mistakes, and I'm like, I know I knew better. And ugh, it was a disgusting day. And I've been beating myself up about it. And even when I finally got home, I was like, I got home, I'm chilling. Not even chilling, but I got home. I was like, I got like a little bit amount of time, and I need to make sure I prep for you guys for stream today. And I just felt this wave that hit me, and I was just like, fuck everything. Basically, I was just like, you know what? I ain't gonna do shit. Fuck everything. And I just laid down, and I went to sleep. I pretty much quit. You know what I mean? And that's not what I wanted to do. And then by the time I got up and I actually started trying to move around, I'm just like, I only got for like a couple of hours before I actually got to get ready for a stream for you guys. And then, you know, in my mind was like, I don't feel like doing anything. So I hit my friend up, and she's like, listen, you ain't do shit for a while. Just you'd be surprised how you know, you're gonna feel good once you start the stream. So I said, all right, cool. You know, you're right. I've done it before. And then she's like, yeah, you have done it before. I don't know when it was. I'm gonna go check it out, but you've done it before. I know you have. So I started the stream that we're on right now. And yeah. Just letting you guys know that I'm in a weird mental state right now where I've got a lot going on in real life. Um, it's not dire, nothing, no one died, no one's things like that. But I'm going through a bit of a mental block. And wow, it's a mental block because I'm hitting a whole bunch of ums and everything, and even I'm recognizing it. But that's where I'm at right now. And feel like I'm freaking. Um, and I'm trying to sort it out. I'm trying to sort it out. I'm jumbled everywhere, just trying to sort out the the day, the remainder of the month, and the future. And I think part of it is because I'm scrambling. I'm scrambling right now. I'm on a time limit to get things done so I can seize an opportunity, which is weird because before this happened, I actually did a short where I was talking about like understanding that you have a limited capacity. It's so weird that this is happening, the way how this is turning out. Because I said you have a limited capacity, you have a limited amount of time. You need to get as much done as possible and try not to like really in my mind was like try not to really beat yourself up on the fact that you're letting you have opportunities that are around, but you might be letting it slide. And I'm not trying to let opportunity slide. But I'm also realizing that when the opportunity came, I had so much open window of time to be prepared for the situation. And for some reason, I let it escape me. It's weird looking back on it now because sometimes the way how the mind works is that you'll come up with a topic in your mind from talking to other people, and you're like, oh, this would be great for a thing. And I dropped a short on it. But then looking at things that had just happened with me, I'm like, damn, I'm easily just talking about myself right now because I'm realizing that this was something that was sitting on the table for a while. And I'm only caring about it now that it's rolling off the edge on the other side of the table. And I'm having a hard time reaching out to get it before it falls off the other side. And yeah, it sucks because I knew better. I knew it could be happening. I knew I should be prepared for it, but I wasn't. And that's where I am right now. She says she found the video. Let me go see if I can find it. She said it's a stream. Really? Oh, okay. Hold up. Hold up. Uh let's let's see. I'm not expecting any of this. I'm gonna do this. Is that even working? I don't even know if that's working. Okay, that's working. Wow, that is heavy, super bright on me for whatever reason. Lights are just blaring down on me. Uh, she said, "Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this. I have no idea how this is gonna turn out. Oops, I just took myself right out. How did I just take myself out? Here we go. That's what I did. I'm gonna open up a new window. Let's see what she's talking about. Something I said or did that explains how I'm feeling today. What is this? What am I experiencing here? What she says, no, let me not do that. Let me expand here. Nope, let me not expand here. Expand here. And she says, do. This would explain what I said before. So it says that it is when energy is low. Oh my gosh. I know the title I just don't know what I talked about because episode 97. And this was opinionated. So shit. I don't even know what it was. All right. Let's see. I mean, I guess let me see what I was saying. So she's highlighting of what I've done or what I talked about. It was. It was. You said you said no sound? You said no sound? Oh shoot. All right, here's what I'm gonna do then. If you say there's no sound, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up a browser. Since she already gave me the link, I'll just open an entire browser. Crazy enough. Wait, damn, she's like, yes, yes, thank you. Yeah, yeah, thank you. No sound. uh let's do this. Uh oh my god, this is annoying. This is annoying. All right, let me do something real quick. You should have warned me, girl. You should have warned me, baby girl. All right, let me make a couple adjustments real quick, and then I'll get into it. First of all, first of all, I can already see one issue that's happening in this. That's not that doesn't help. Like, why would you tell me to do that? No, I I know you don't. Hold up, that's not her fault. It's- That's my fault sorting it through. Let me see if I can sort it out real quick. Sorry. I'm in my own head, not trying to blame nobody. Here we go. Let's see. I'm gonna go back to doing this. I'm gonna do this again. All right, I'm gonna do this. You said there was no sound. So I want to see if I can on my side. Oh, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. That's why there was no sound. I'm looking at the wrong fader. Ha. All right. So you guys should get sound now. Hold on. Let me just go back from the beginning. What's good, everybody? What is good? That was extra loud. Hopefully, it wasn't extra loud on your side as it was on my side. Oh, I got everything already mixed up. Sounds about right. Anyway, hope that you guys are actually having a good day. It has been rainy. It has been tumultuous on my side. It has been a lot of things, but hopefully your day is actually doing good. But of course, most and foremost, I want to welcome you all to Opinionated with yours truly. I am your host, Resla. If it seems like I am very much unprepared for tonight, it's because I am. And it's because I've had a little bit of low energy. We were even supposed to have a stream yesterday, but I just really didn't have it in me. And I kind of want. Oh, so she's already telling me about myself already. Because that's exactly what we literally just went through that like yesterday and today. She knows me, y'all. She knows me. Wanted to make sure that we need to do things even though we don't necessarily feel like it. So I didn't want that negative energy that I have and that low energy to still persist into today. So I'm gonna force myself to kind of go through this, regardless of
What I'm doing now.
I'm personally feeling. So Oh, and then on top of that, I was also pissed because my freaking mouse was acting crazy. So I just
Okay,
literally
so
my
that
mouse is
that
my new
did
mouse is still
that didn't
cold
happen,
because I just
but
literally
I
pulled it
remember
out of the
that.
box that I ordered. So Amazon, thank you for giving me my new mouse because I got tired of fighting with my old mouse, oh, which is over here, which is acting up. Anyway,
Funny enough, that is the mouse I'm using
hopefully you
today, the
guys are
one
having
I
actually
I bought.
pretty good day today. I'm going to try to get a lot of things together because I'm still rather low on this. I was actually talking to a good friend of mine just prior to the stream.
Same chick.
And yeah, we'll go from there. I'm already well behind my schedule, everyone, but I do appreciate you guys for actually showing up in the building. Let me get a little bit off of my mind, and then we'll open up the panels and we'll do whatever else like that. So low energy, right? For the most part, this has been
I wonder, did we open up a panel that day? Who knows? I'm checking myself to see if I was a liar. Oh shit, yeah, we opened up panels. We sure did that day.
a very interesting and a very good ride. Um, but there's a lot that I have to learn in terms of the rapport building, in terms of technology, in terms of building up the right center to make sure that we have a great conversation, to make sure that we have a good building community with one another, reaching out to other content creators, making sure I'm on other content creators' platforms. It's a lot. And then on top of that, it's regular life, everyday jobs, bills, payments, struggles, family, friends, all this stuff that comes into place that we also need to take as normal everyday individuals. Then there's the content creation, the building, the researching, because I just don't look at what's going on in the world and just say, I'm just gonna turn around and I'm gonna talk shit about it. That's just not what I do. I have to even go up against my own positions, my own biases rather, and then try to make those things work. So I can make sure that I give a level-headed side of the conversation prior to us having it when I set.
All right, so there's a lot. So damn, I hate you for this. Um, I am having a lot of biases. Um, I'm having a bias against myself. For the for first and foremost part, I am always dealing with new people that I have to do um, more rapport building with and everything else. I actually do have other stuff going on, new stuff going on, but I I suppose she's right for the most part, especially when I start being unfair to myself is the thing that she says. I'm not It's weird that she's saying that because what I'm saying about myself is exactly how I'm feeling about myself in the moment. Um, but for some reason, that motherfucker has way more energy than me right now. That I'm not getting. I'm not understanding that right now.
The stage. Today is a little bit different because I've got nothing to really work on. All I have to work on is internally in my own perspective based on low energy. And as someone who has gone through his own bouts of like depression, his own bouts of confusion, his own bouts of of burnout, I can only I can only come to the point of the things that I am used to going through because I've experienced in the past. Now, for myself, when it comes to dealing with things, this is not burnout, but rather you can say it's a bit of a block. So I think some people would say writer's block, but I'm not writing anything. Rather than I have content for you guys, it's having the energy to, like, if you want to say on like a Santa thing, to check your list and check it twice to make sure it's good. I've checked it once when I was first writing it, checked it again, and turned around and said I don't like it. So I guess there's an issue with my energy and saying that
He's
this
not
is
wrong.
the type of thing that I wish to have that I think that will be great and awesome for you guys. And right now I don't think that was it. And I want to talk a little bit about the low energy. What does it actually mean to have low energy? What does it mean when the things that you think that are very important to you, you feel like you're just not measuring up to? Um,
Uh oh, what's going on, Becca? What's going on, Brick? Mm. the funny part about it is that I know it's stupid for me to say. I know I did this episode. It's so stupid for me to say that. But I don't recall what I was talking about during that episode. I don't. So it's really weird to see this. Um, but the feeling, the the expression of what I previous me, past me is talking about is a lot of what I am feeling right now. Part of the reason I'm also kind of pissed right now, one of the things that I'm saying I mentioned was that I have content, I have things that I want to work on, I don't have enough time, and even the things that I do want to work on, I have a block on. And this kind of happened to me yesterday when I was writing content and I was doing research, and then everything I was working on, I put in my notions, and I said, I'm gonna come back in this later because I don't have time. I've got to go to sleep. I got up, I did my own thing, and I came back today, and I went to go look for it, and it was all gone. And it was like I did all that work, and then it was like I couldn't even remember because of all the just how tumultuous today was. I keep saying tumultuous. It really wasn't. I just woke up with a really bad attitude. Not attitude, but I had a bad thing. I had something lurking over me today, and it just messed with my entire day. I just had a very bad problem trying to focus, and it ate at me. And then by the time I got here, I got home to try to sort out the rest of the day and said we're gonna have a good time. It continued. I was just like, so everything I just did, all my hours and all of my time is just the effort is gone, and I can't remember anything or what. And it wa- it was a lot. It was a lot. And then instead of me just shrugging it off and just trying to rebuild something, um, my mind just kind of collapsed in on itself, and it said you need a break. So I took a nap, and then um, and then N not only my friend, but even my mom was like, you're not gonna do live stream today?" And I was just like, "I don't think I'm in the mood." And then she's like, "Oh, what's wrong?" And talk to my friend, and then she's like, you gotta go live anyway because 'cause you've done this before." I was like, "I do this, but I've never done this before, like, online." She's like, "No, you've actually done this before online." And that's she's like, "Fire up the do your live stream, start your live stream up, just start getting into it." She's like, I know you did it. I'm gonna go look for it." Now she gave me the link, which is why we're looking at this now. I'm trying to understand what makes things so different from then versus now. But apparently, like a lot of people, like all of us, we have patterns. And it's it's important. It's also kind of nice when someone else can be able to call you out on your ish because not when they say you call you out, I'm not saying you're calling me out, but rather it's nice that other people can recognize your patterns so they can try to help you adjust when you're not seeing things clearly. Yeah, I think that's the best way I'm gonna illustrate that. It's a lot. Um, I've been really pushing myself a lot, especially in this last week, which really didn't go out to be the way that I wanted to because I was pushing very heavily for trying to finish out this last this last season. But I'm realizing the season just needs to end when the season needs to end and the beginning when it begins. But most of all is that I appreciate you guys for always just showing up. By the way, I felt that way about last season. Last season was our longest season because I didn't know how to end it. I couldn't figure out what was going on. I had a whole lot of work stuff and I couldn't figure out how to end the season. Now, it's funny enough hearing myself because I think this season, this episode here is during season 2, and I felt like that during season 3. So apparently, I just like all of us, we all have pattern. Like you said, yeah, NPC pattern recognition. You're absolutely correct. So I'm literally watching myself from season 2 talk about patterns that I replicated literally in season 3 And I'm talking about something the way I felt in season 2, the same way how I'm feeling about something right now about myself. It's so interesting. Yeah, I mean, shout outs to shout outs to her for being able to recognize that. I mean, shit. Listen, I got a good one. I got a good one that watches me. What's good luck? Oh my god, La Boo Boo print, really, really now? Oh gosh. Okay, leopard. Okay, leopard. Uh, as much as it is for me, it's the same way that it is for you. And when it comes to this whole thing of low energy, it's because I'm not really sleeping. I'm too busy trying to set up everything for the future. But I have to also understand and that the future will come because it's gonna come regardless. It'll come when it comes. And I realize I'm not really spending time with the people that I really care most about. Not that I don't care for some of you guys who are here, who I do have conversations with behind the scenes or even on the phone. But I also understand the people who are not a part of this online life that I want to have those conversations with them, to build those relationships, to make sure I maintain those relationships with them. And I feel like I have been doing nothing but failing that. As much as I really want to work on those relationships, I have been failing like spectacularly. I have been failing at that. I am really sorry because that's not my intention. I really want to have a deeper friendship with you guys. I really do. I'm really fuck. I know, and you guys probably don't even feel that way because you gotten so accustomed to me being busy and me being scattered. But I'm really fucking that up, and I'm so sorry. I really am. Um, and I realize that I'm only one man. I'm not. I can't split myself to tackle many tasks at once, and therefore it builds me into an area where I have low energy. And that's pretty much how I wanted to start this out with. But before we ever get into that, let me go ahead and just, of course, thank everybody who already walked into the building. Wow, we are already in here. We're 22
We got a
strong.
roll
I
call.
appreciate you guys for showing up here. I guess y'all are having those rainy days the same way I have. So we got Les that's already walked in here. Ron is up in the building. Appreciate it. Appreciate True Keys is up in the building. Appreciate you. Appreciate Zuma. Zuma says us. Us. Wow. Big Q's up in the building. Appreciate you, good sir, for actually coming up in here. Chuck in Tennessee gives his peace and blessings to everybody up here. Justin Thompson says, hello, wrestler, and everyone. CJ up in the building. Appreciate you being here. Oh, Finko is also in the building. Appreciate you actually being here. Lady Luck is in the building. You know, I was watching your stream. I was watching the stream that you had where you were talking about, I guess, trying to remember the actual titles, like the better half or the other half of us or the other side of us. I, I I can't remember the actual title. I was a little bit inebriated. I was also watching other stuff, but I was paying attention in the chat. I thought it was a very good.
For all I know, that stream could have said The Last of Us. I couldn't tell you. I damn for sure don't freaking know. But look at all the old homies that used to be uh watching the stream. Even quote Lady Luck, who is no longer a person that's around, still had no problem with her. But that's the thing about even going through some of the old seasons of what we go through. People have come, people have gone, and it was the worst of times, it was the best of times, all that different stuff. You know, you see, every, and I think that's the part that I think bothers me when it comes to building rapport and just having friendships in general, because you really don't know how long you are meant to walk alongside one another. You know, and it falls back even on that same short that I recently did. Um, because you don't know how long you have those opportunities, And I think I feel that way about a lot of things, not just the opportunities of friendship, of family, but just things that you've not
that you've not seized upon the moment it was there, and you're only trying to seize it once you realize it's almost out of your reach. And I feel that way about content. I feel that way about freaking eyelashes going crazy. I feel that way about content. I feel that way about my friendships. I feel that way about family. I feel that way about missed opportunities. And it's funny. I think a lot of the content that I try to bring to you guys are also things that I see manifest within myself, and I know that I am not the only person that has the experiences that I go through, which is the opposite in other people's minds. They believe that no one can ever go through what they're going through, or no one else can ever feel what the fuck they're going through, and it's crazy, um, because it's not true. It's okay. That was loud on my side, but I appreciate that. I appreciate that. We got Locksmith Jeremy in the building. I would highlight you, but I forgot to put up the thing, so I can't really highlight you. I'm not on StreamYard or anything like that, so my bad. But Locksmith Jeremy came in with the $5 on the screen that you saw, and it said, "Bish, we still here." Appreciate that. Appreciate that. I see Alex just walked into the building herself. So thank you for actually showing up, Alex. Mama's in the building. I didn't even see you, Mama. Mama's in the building as well. And it's so weird to see. The weirdest thing right now is not that I'm having these feelings, but that I've already replicated them. It's documented already. And that I guess this is a good reminder for myself that I need that as much growth as I've done, I'm still I'm still not giving myself the thing that I give other people. Care, mercy, and grace. And for some reason, I'm not giving myself the same amount of credit that I give to other people. And for those who really got to know me a lot, whether in the background or in my own personal life, or those who actually have my phone number, like, you guys know that I'm like this. And it's just, when you get those moments, it's just really difficult. And now that I even see it for myself, that it's documented, it feels, it's so surreal right now. And I'm wondering sometimes, like, well, not even sometimes, I'm wondering right now, like, is it just that, because I'm already doing something that I know I shouldn't be doing, but I'm having no choice right now. That's the way I'm feeling. Why am I judging how I am able to project myself in the way that I am on this stream, but I'm not feeling that way on this stream? This was a year ago. This was like last year. This was a year ago. This was season 2 a year ago. And still I was able to show up. Was it because of the place that I worked at the time? I mean, I'm no longer working at that place, but I don't know. I just don't know. Discussion. I really liked it. Mayo Bunky's up here says, "Hey man, appreciate you, Mayo." Think Think was already started. Appreciate you, my guy. He already hit with the 20. Says, for a couple of energy drinks. I
Damn,
wish I had gone
Finkel.
outside and got
Finkel's
energy
out.
drinks. I
Haven't
really
seen
do
Finkel in a
because
while.
and for all you guys to know, I like to pump myself with energy drinks because, quite frankly, I don't always have the energy to try to keep up. I appreciate.
I can't really be doing energy drinks anymore. Well, not anymore, but I am on a temporary ban for energy drinks.
You though. Finkel again with the 20 balls says, "Yeah, damn Bills wrestler. Yeah, they don't stop. They don't stop. Stop making me send the super chat. Sheesh. Oh man, I appreciate you. Trust me, it all goes to a good cause. It all goes back to the channel.
Wait, what? We got Kev in the building. Marathon Kev in the building says, regardless what you're going through, bro,
Uh, never forget my ninja. The motherfucking marathon continues. Yeah, that's just the only way. The only thing we can do is just move forward. It's just so interesting the things that just it 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 hits us over time, and then we are we get caught in a we get caught at a triangle. I'm saying triangle, a fork in the road, and then what happens is we forget, or rather, I'm forgetting, and I'm not realizing that we've been through this before. We've been here before. You know, Alex, you said I look. I'm about to cry. Ah, no, I'm not. I'm not crying. I'm not about to cry. Don't cry, cause I can't handle it. No, I'm not crying. I guess I'm I'm remembering I'm remembering past events. A lot of you guys won't know like the personal things I was going through. Not just for myself, um, because even when you learn things like even when you learn management systems, you forget to implement management systems in your life. Um, so it's really difficult, you know? And sometimes like the way how life hits you is like the same song plays, but and you have to see if you can remember the steps to the dance, the steps to the dance to that song. And sometimes you hear the music and you're just like, I hate this fucking song. And in order for you to be able to get past the song, you have to remember the steps to the song to be able to get through it. And the thing that frustrates you is that if it's been so long since the last time you heard the music play and you can't remember the steps to the dance, it fucks you up because then you tell yourself, I'm never gonna be able to get past the song until I'm able to get past the actual steps. And and I guess that itself puts someone like me in in the cycle because so if you say I seem sad, it's because I do feel sad. But it's I also recognize that I should not be sad. No, I shouldn't be sad. I understand that I'm not where I was, but the feeling that I have still holds me in the idea that I'm still locked. I'm still locked in that old mind frame. And then that's because you can call it experience, you can call it PTSD, you can call it trauma. Um it's just some things that's just hard to remake new habits over ones that are just burnt into your mind, you know what I mean? You can't just lay I mean, you can lay new sheets down on a bed, but all your little piss and cum stains and whatever else is still on the mattress. You can cover it up, but you still know it's there. You know? That's kind of nasty, but it's kind of nasty, but you know what I mean. It's still there. You say, "Oh, look, the bed looks so clean," but you still know if you pull back the sheets, you still know what's there. So, it's hard to overcome. Yo, I know I went too fucking far. Oh, man. You know what I mean. Come on. You know it's not too far. And all the other work that comes into it. It's a lot. Uncle Fatty's walked in here and said, gee, future just came all over. Oh, and my KM goodness. Stains? Damn. I really wish I read that. I did on the road and put you went, oh, well, Jesus Christ. Oh, man. You said no rain over there? Well, it's definitely been raining all day today over here. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. But we take Oh, wow. Oh, okay. I lost myself. Oh, wow. Is that on my side? No, it can't be. It can't be. I'm good.
Knocked myself out. Knocked
Old school
myself
people. Oh,
out.
still learning. Still learning to
I gotta
stream.
get used to the new mouse. Apparently, I just tapped the button, so I gotta get used to my new mouse now. I just knocked myself up my own
Same mouse, folks. Same mouse.
stream. Let's make sure I don't do that again.
Knocked myself out on the mouse that I got used to
I
now.
got this little hidden mouse. I gotta get used to my thumb. You know, my big hands. My big hands.
I had this mouse for a year now, folks.
Yeah. Clockwork. So damn. Thank you for showing up in here. Yeah, let that be a lesson. Absolutely. Anyway, like I said, I hope you guys are having a good time. I was thinking about my low energy, and sometimes I just reach out to other people to make sure that I'm doing my due diligence.
I be censoring
friends and families, and it was funny because on the porch, it was an LA stream, but we had the porch team was up there, and we were having a big conversation about friends, families, all kind of stuff like that. We had a conversation. It was LA Wilkes, it was OG Do Dirty. Some of you guys are
shout out to the porch team, by the way. Honestly, these are the guys that really pushed me to do it. I mean, I was already online to a degree. I had already started showing my face on panels or whatever. I had already started being mods on channels, but and honestly, I guess a big special shout outs to um Uncle Tom and his wife Kai. They were the ones that really just said, "Listen, you have the personality, you have the temperament. You should just really do it." And I'm like, "Nah, I just like chilling. I just like being in the background. I just like." And they said, "No, no, no, no. You're wasting it. You're wasting it. You need to go do it." And I was just like, "All right, I'm gonna do it." You know, and I had great help from people getting started off who have great personalities like LA or rather Stackbot. And yeah, and then eventually, because of just being with the team, that's how we end up having OG on board. And then me and OG, you already know me and OG, we there, we doing it. So we knocking shit out. So it's been a weird and long journey, and to see something that was just a year ago, to see what it's like now, it's but to see how many things have changed and how many things have not changed. Because I think damn, I gotta wonder. I have to wonder now if a year ago, if we were even, where were we? Were we even? Did we even get the DVD started? It was a year ago, and I was doing a lot of episodes during season 2. So I want to say we got started, but I'm not even sure. Hmm. I got to think about that now. I have to think about that now. Already know OG Dirty. It was Uncle Tom who was also up there, and we had John the Baptist that was also Shout
up
outs to
there.
John.
And
He's
we
still
were having a
around.
really good conversation in reference to
Oh, what's good, Denizen?
family, friends, and what are those things? Because we have people that are friends that we have more of a bond with in terms of looking at them as family than actual people that we are quote blood related to. And it makes me think a lot about myself and a lot of the people that I have around me, because I'm like the distant one. I really am. I wish I could be
Not
a
much
better
change.
friend, but that doesn't mean I don't still hold people as friends.
Oh my god! So nothing's changed. Nothing's changed. So yeah, I'm still feeling that way as well. Um, I guess I should start figuring out how to build new habits for the year. I'm thinking that right now. I think I should learn how to. I'm gonna have to figure out how to build new habits. Because I know I've built new skills, but I think I need to figure out how to build new habits. Because apparently a year ago till now, I'm still having particular afflictions that are taking place.
And part of it is because of my nature and just how I grew up. I was very much always rather antisocial. Um,
I know most people don't think of that when they see me online or how I talk to people. And that's because it's a learned, not learned, but it's a trained behavior. I like that. I've never heard that before. Some boats are meant for foundations. This means drilling is necessary. I've never heard that before. I like that, Brick. Huh. I've never heard that before. It instantly made sense when you said that. It's still harder to do than just said, but yeah, I kind of like that. I've trained myself to have a particular energy in how I speak to people because, quite frankly, I understand the nature of people's existence and why you need them. But for the most part, I'm a loner. I stay to myself. I am very much an introvert. I know most people don't believe that, but I very much am.
Sure you do, girl.
And
Sure you do.
it's an interesting thing. But what happens when I hit these energies that are low, or that I really become rather reclusive. And sometimes I just want to sit back and I just need to be around the people that I think really makes me happy, makes me feel like I am one with the group that I'm with. And that's kind of the reason why we didn't really have a stream yesterday. I just really need to fall back and be around people that I just enjoy having my time around.
I didn't even hit that. Well, I guess you can kind of say if I'm doing that right now. Well, I don't even feel like I really hit that part where like I'm feeling like so much shit when it comes to myself. Like I'm just like I need to I need to get myself around my friends so I can just like not feel like a piece of shit by myself. Like cuz I know when these people they when I'm around them, I feel better around them. Um Honestly, I didn't even know like I'm not I guess I'm not even really structurally aware that I use them for that reason. Like I use friends for that reason. Normally, I just normally think that if I'm not doing well, I kind of like do that as my friends do that. Like, hey, my friend's not doing well. Let me make sure I'm around here. Make sure I'm around him. Um, so that they know that they're not. But I'm realizing that maybe because I see people that way, that I'm like, if they're not doing good, I want to be them around them so that they're not by themselves. And I'm not saying it's a harm thing or whatever, but like I'm around them so that they know that they're not alone, that they have somebody to rely on. But I'm thinking like as I'm watching myself in the video that maybe that's how I see myself. And because that's how I associate myself when friends are feeling bad, maybe that's how I throw my maybe I'm throwing myself at them. Um because there are a couple friends who are like, hey, if you want to talk or if you want we can hang out and we can chill or whatever. But most of my friends, just like myself, we have busy lives. So, um, I'm also realizing because there's a friend of mine who really, she doesn't like herself. Um, and I guess I understand her more than some of my other friends. Um, I don't think my other friends even really think about whether they like themselves or not. I'm just gonna keep it a bug. I think the average person doesn't really think about. Again, my opinion. I think the average person doesn't sit there on a regular basis and think about whether they like themselves. I think they consider whether they like other people, and who they are is just who they are. I don't think they really sit there and think, "Do I like myself?" And I got a friend that she never wants to be alone because she really doesn't like herself. And she has to learn to give other people space and time um to do their own thing. But she and I've already had this conversation where she really doesn't like herself. She's afraid of who she is. She's afraid of being alone. And that was a lot that we had to sort through. Um like she knows she can reach out to me whenever she likes.
but she has a this particular friend. She doesn't watch me or anything, but this particular friend, um, she has the need to depend on others, and I wish I wish she does more for herself. She tries to keep herself busy. That's what she's like. Let's go out. Let's have a party. Let's go drink. Let's go. And I'm just like, just sit down it's so funny because one of the reasons that I came up with the term pup. Uh, and I said, oh, I'm gonna do that for my kids. Cause like it's like, yo, you're always antsy, you're always moving around, you're always afraid of being by yourself. You're like a little puppy. So it was to the point where like we used to hang out so much with each other that they were like, yo, wrestler, like, yo, freaking eyelashes going to drive me nuts. So put something in here. Um, yo, where's your puppy? And she's like, yo, what the fuck you talking about? So they used to call it the pup. And I was like, you know what? I like that. I think if I ever have kids, I'm gonna call them my pups. And I just think people in general, you have a whole bunch of different facets of people that you come across, and whether they are entirely like you, entirely, um, whether they are partially like you, whatever, like we're more alike than we are different. And I know like a lot of people don't like to believe that because people want to believe that they're special. They don't want to believe they're more relatable to other people than we realize. Like genetically, economically, chemically, we are more alike than we are different. But we have this innate desire to believe that we are different than other people. We want so badly to be special, to be different, to be above and even below the fray, but most of all, separated from other people. When the truth of the matter is the thing that will help you the most is not isolation, even though you can even hear myself say that, but it's actually symmetry. And I get it. We're not all the same in how we behave and how we see the world and whatever, but I don't know a person who wants to be alone. Let me preference that. Not that you can't be alone, not that you don't like to be alone, but want to be alone. It's very important. I don't know people who just simply want to be by themselves. I know someone at some point craves connection. And while I don't think what I go through is a sense of loneliness or anything, 'cause I've got my girl, Jesus Christ, she's around me all the time. But there's something that I think in this instance, I don't trust myself. So therefore, I throw myself around people who I do trust. And I think that's the thing I'm understanding that's being said in this moment. That when I get in my own head and I'm alone with myself and I don't trust myself, I don't feel safe with myself. I need to put myself around people who I do feel safe around. People who will have my best interest at heart because I at that moment don't have my own best interest at heart. It's not to say I don't enjoy having my time around you guys, but people don't really understand how much being eh, being online and being a content creator really is versus those who just get to come on panel. It's it's a lot of extra work, a lot of things that you have to monitor for, and most of all, coming up with things to make sure that everybody is represented, everybody is inclusive. So I do have topics that I do want to talk about with everybody. It's just that I understand for those particular topics or for that particular seriousness, it takes a particular type of energy that I just don't really feel like I have with me in the moment. So hopefully that'll be something that comes up when I bring those topics in the near future, in the very very near future, by the way. Um, but outside of that, I just hope that you guys really understand that, and I think you do understand it because I think we've all had our levels of low energy that sometimes we know what we need to do, but at the
I
same
just said
time,
that.
we're just not really in the proper mindset to give our best for it. And that's pretty much what it was like for me. It was like for me yesterday, and even a little bit today. Um, I'm sorry, I didn't. I had coffee. My coffee did not work, and I think you're right. I should have went out to go get me a Red Bull or get me a Monster or something because I just didn't have it in me. But I said, you know what? I'm not about to go dry 2 days on y'all with nothing.
God damn it. You hear that? You hear that? So I didn't do the energy drink, but I also said that I wasn't gonna go dry 2 days. And that's probably why I have the energy, to be honest with you, in the stream, is because I probably did do the Red Bull. I don't know. I don't remember. But shit. I don't know. I definitely didn't do no freaking energy drinks today, but damn.
So I thought I would just come in. We would do the stream, have a
2 days,
talk,
man. 2 days.
and we'll let it go from there. So this is might be one of those chill streams, nothing really too structured, because quite frankly, I don't want to seem like I'm just disappearing off my own head when I truth of the matter is I don't want to disappear in the first place. It's just like I like having good conversations, but not it's not always structured. And I think I get in my head a little bit more when I say to myself, "Oh, I don't really want to go online unless I have something to talk about." And I realize it's sometimes I'm just gonna have those moments where I really don't have anything that I want to focus on. Not that I don't have anything I could focus on, but I also don't like repeating myself on topics that we've already cleared. And I
That's a
think
fact.
that is the hallmark. That is the difference between people who sit and they do conversations that are all over the place and people who have niche topics, because it means that they don't really have to think about it. They have all their talking points. They have all their narratives. They can always just recycle.
I'm wondering if I've ever done a stream about that, about um people who just they don't even think about what they're talking about. Not because they just like talking into the void, or just talking off the cuff of their mind, but rather it's easy for them to discuss it because the they've already submitted their ideals to systems. So they don't think about what they're talking about. They just do because they're already pre-programmed with all of the features of the very topic, the vehicle that um, that they're discussing. So if they're on repeat, there's nothing to remember. There's nothing to feel special about. There's nothing new of any nuance or any context because what you're saying, anyone can say. They can take you out the seat and put somebody else in the seat, so long as they can say the same thing. So the song continues to play.
The same stuff all the time versus someone like myself who has to constantly think on the fly if it aligns with my values or if it aligns with the actual topics. So I think I know you guys get that um, as people who have to go through your everyday lives where you deal with friends, families, coworkers, whatever. That you also understand that you're
You know, I said that, I said that, but now I wonder, do you guys really get that? A year later, I have to question that. Do you guys really understand that though? I think there are people who they grasp the concept of it, but they really don't understand it. Like they understand that these are things that people go through. I don't think they really understand
that particular concept, though. I don't know. I'm just thinking about that right now. You're not always at your best, and I guess I should feel a little bit guilty that I will always want to make sure I'm giving you my best, which is not always true. But I always want to make sure I give you my yeah. No, I should correct that. I should correct that right now. I don't feel guilty that I don't feel guilty if I'm not giving you my best. I know. I know. A- I know. Alex, I know what you're probably thinking. Like, don't feel guilty, daddy. I know you want to give me your best. Not everybody's had their best day. That's not what I mean, Alex. That's not what I mean. I don't feel guilty if I don't give you my best. I feel guilty if I'm not giving you the proper energy and the proper attention that you deserve. I don't think I said that right. Because here's the truth of the matter. If I'm giving you a whole lot of work, if I'm laying down that magic Don Juan, if I'm giving you all that work, but it ain't my best, you still tired. You still tired. So I think the energy is the thing that I be lacking at times. And I don't want to go live because I just don't have the energy. That's what I think it is. So that I want to correct that real quick. My fullest attention. I like to know that if I'm having a conversation with you, that you do have my utmost attention. And I just think that the last day or so, um, my attention's been scattered. You know, that's pretty much what it is. Uh-oh, they go in here with the 10. Look, I almost clicked the wrong mouse already. I clicked the wrong button on the mouse. It says tonight's topic. No, no, no. And you're reminding me that I have that topic. Though you know what's so crazy? It's a year. Not only Finkel, but also Joe. You and I still never did the reparations conversation. Let me. I need. Where's the card at? Hold up, because we running up on Black History Month. Hold up. I'm get a nice clean card, Joe. Finkel ain't really here no more. I need to do a stream on reparations on /4/about reparations. All right, I got it written down. Sitting in front of me now. When I'm sitting here and I'm sitting there like, what should I really talk about? It's the card is tucked away now. So at some point, that reparations conversation needs to come up. All right. It's on my task list now. Sitting up. It's gonna be definitely next year. So you don't expect that in the next couple of days. I just want to make sure that I have it ironed out because I know it can go everywhere. Oh, facts. Facts. Thank you, Brick. Facts. Oh, I didn't even think about that tag. Due diligence. Ampersand. I'm happy you said thank you for that. So both of them, yeah, it's on the card now. It's on the card. Both due diligence and Joe will be tagged. All right. All right. Thanks for reminding me. And I know that was great. Specific points that I want to cover. So I'm still writing my points on it to do a little bit of research. But yeah, that conversation will be coming up. It will not What's good, Dom? Be tonight. That it will not be, but it will be coming up. It will be coming up sooner than later. Part of it would make me wonder to say, hey, you know what? Maybe I should hold back. I should hold that conversation to February. But as much as that conversation been coming up, I don't think we can wait to February. I don't
February.
think that we can.
No, we waited. We waited.
Oh, Jess
February.
has already walked up in the building. Appreciate you, Jess, for actually walking in. Brick is actually here with us. Let me make sure I get everybody up here.
Brick is still here with us. Shout outs to Brick.
Brick was up in here, already here at attention. Danny was up in here. Hey, what's going on?
Well, Danny, what happened to
see.
Danny?
Guadalupe is up in here. Hey.
Guadalupe is still with us.
Yeah, your icon is it's so funny. Let's see.
I ain't seen
Arnold
Lupe in a
in
while.
here. What's going on? The Carrie is up in here.
I feel like I saw
Appreciate it,
Carrie
appreciate it.
last
Skydo's
last
up
year.
in here. I almost didn't notice. Oh,
Skydo's
okay,
not
okay.
around.
The new icon is fire. I like it. I like it. Easy's up in here. What's going on, my guy?
Easy bounces back and forth. He's still
appreciate it.
around.
So yeah, that was pretty much how my feeling was yesterday, climbing into today.
And I meant easy, not speak
I
easy.
want to go do this with you guys today, just to make sure that we're at. I know that you guys have things that are probably in your mind, or actually, you know what was the funny part? The funny thing that I fell asleep to yesterday, The Purge, and I don't mean the movie. I mean the Purge that we have here on YouTube.
Nigga, Nigga, you was watching The Purge, nigga? I was watching The Purge. I must have been listening to Resto's dumbass. There's no way. I was watching The Purge. You know what? It might have been baby girl. Maybe it was Yvette. Maybe Yvette told me to watch The Purge. It was a year ago. Yvette liked to be on The Purge, so maybe it was Yvette that told me to go on The Purge. I'm thinking about it right now, because I'm not that person. That's crazy.
I was watching everybody scream their heads off. New people that I've seen on the internet before, people having their own beefs and their gripes, and I'm just in there looking like, this is a shit show. Which is funny enough because originally I was a person who used to circulate a lot of those areas, and I just said that this is not. Whew, I'm so happy that this is not something that we're actually focusing on here.
You're absolutely right. So, episode 97 was just after. It was just after the peak of the shit with GS. You're right. The peak of what happened with GS was around, I want to say, episode 80 something. So this is about maybe close to 10 episodes after that. So you're right about that, Rick. This was the highlight of. This is when a lot of people. This is basically during the time when I was still trying to figure out what the hell's happening with my freaking chat, what the hell's happening with my channel, because we were in the middle of being occupied. It was crazy. You're absolutely right about that. It was rough times
in this type of community that they were building. But it makes me just wonder. Wow.
And by the way, I was watching when I was doing my research for this year to build out to reconstruct, to reframe the what we were doing for the channel. I watched a lot of episodes that had generally specific in it, and it's unfortunate the way how a lot of stuff took off. Um, I have not. I can't really say that I've really said anything negative. Like, really, I critique everybody. So if people just have a problem with critiques and you just want to call that, oh, you just talking shit, because everybody's just looking for spirit breaking in the space. Um, but he's got a great head on his shoulders, despite the fact how people don't really like his particular views or how he speaks or his particular cadence. He's got a great head in his shoulders. He's always been very amicable. I'll say that when it comes to having a conversation, he's very good faith. When it comes to having a lot of conversations, that doesn't mean he doesn't troll. That doesn't mean he doesn't have people that he absolutely finds appalling, as many of us do. And I say us. But
I still think for what he does, he's a solid um content creator. He's a solid content creator. He really is. That's not to say that he, like a lot of people, don't fall into a character picture or a grift or whatever. But he's still a solid, he is still a solid content creator. And now I'll just say, as someone who is a content creator, period, um, he's been a decent colleague when it comes to me. That's not to say that everybody agrees, because let's be honest, you guys have been watching me, and you know there are a plethora of people who don't agree with my black ass. Not that they've actually ever told me they don't agree with my black ass. Outside of Blizzy Blind, let's just put that outside of Blizzy Blind and a couple of other random people over the last 3 years, that no one's really come out their way to turn around and just say like, "Oh, I can't really stand that black mofo. Fuck him. Fuck his fuck him. Fuck his glasses. Fuck his bandana. Fuck his background. Fuck everything about him. I just hope he dies and leave the fucking Panelverse." Like it never it's never gone that deep. It's never been that deep. So like, I mean, I could be that deep. I can be that deep. But because of the sake of the channel and how I am as a person, I choose not to do that. So, you know, but I've definitely had those people who have definitely had their hate towards me, but I don't think anything's ever been so crazy that they're just like, I just want to scorch earth. I just need him off the internet. Because I just don't. I just don't care enough about you. I just you're not important enough. You're just not important enough. You almost wish that I had that much fondness for you. Not hate, fondness. Because the only motherfucker that actually catches my fondness and catches my trolling has been Blizzy Blind. I don't hate the dude at all. I know how some of y'all feel about whatever. And Blind was even in the chat earlier. I have no hate towards Blind. But sometimes the motherfucker runs his mouth too much. That's just the way how I look at it. But outside of that, I'm always good with Blind. Always good with Blind. I'm just like, he should just have a little bit more of an open mind. Not shitting on him. He doesn't need to agree with me, whatever. Just like I don't need to agree with him. I'll just listen to his points and I'll just be like, okay, cool. But he'll listen to my point. He's just like, wrestlers going down. And I'm just like, damn, really? Whatever. All right. I don't get it, but whatever. Just like he does, if he wants to do whatever, I'll even go to his streams, when I can think of it or remember to go to his streams. I'll watch him. Listen, for those who know, I'll watch him live on stream coming for my neck. Pause. But pause. And I'll sit there and be like, yo, he coming for my head. Pause. But like, I do streams where like I'll sit in his chat where he going in and I'm just sitting there like, this shit don't make no motherfucking sense, but he a content creator. I ain't gonna be mad. Get your numbers up. Get your numbers up. Get your chat up. Get them hype. I'm sitting there. I'm I'm taking notes and shit. I'm like, yo, he doing his thing. He doing his thing. Do I need to agree? No, but he doing his thing. Do I agree with him? Probably, most likely not. Most likely not. Do I think that he fully fleshed out what was being said and really thought about it? No. Do I think he was listening in order to just tear me down? Absolutely. But he's entitled to his what, folks? What is he entitled to? His opinion. Even if it is wrong, he's entitled to it. So it is what it is. And there have been plenty of other creators who have said, fuck Westlife, fuck everything he does. I don't like this. I don't like that. And I'm like, cool. And I mean, they've done, or they haven't done. They have tried to create hit pieces on me. Folks, there are people who I have absolutely tried my damnedest not to talk about. And I mean, OG knows about them. Resto has known about them. Kev has known about them. Like, who is like, and they know me. They know how I'm like, and they like, yo, you need to fucking flame them. And I'm just like, I'm gonna hold off. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. Nah, he talking mad shit. Yo, did you see? I'm a shit. Listen, I told Locksmith, but Locksmith see the shit. Locksmith sent me the links. I'm just sitting there like, let me go see. Damn, that nigga dog. He dog walking my ass. This is crazy. I talked to my boy OG. He's like, yo, what we doing? He doing the Birdman. He doing the, you know, he rubbing his hands. He ready. He ready. He like, listen. We about to set fire to him. I said, nah, we don't need to set fire to him. He's like, yo, nah, man, I'm about to roll up a blunt right now. We gonna set fire to him. OG, I think I'm gonna hold off. I think I'm gonna exercise a little bit of decorum, and I'm gonna be a little professional. I think I'm gonna act like a Christian.
Jesus!
I'm gonna turn the other cheek. Not because I want to, but because I need to exercise care, mercy, and a little bit of grace. I need to save their souls. And I've seen some of their content, some of these people's wild content. And I'm like, their fight's not even with me. I've seen some of these people, folks. I've done deep dives on them, seen some of the content that they do, seen some of the other people that they argue with, seen some other people that dog walk them. And you know what I've seen about those people? That somehow they had a conversation with somebody who made them look really bad. Really, really bad. And it just so happened that that person most likely had the same skin tone as me. They were all out of pocket. They were coming for my neck. They were being nasty. They were doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 streams about me. All because I reminded them of the guy that stole their girl. I reminded them of the guy who they came in from work and saw their kid in the living room with the Tonka truck, but their wife, little Peggy Sue, was getting plowed. Balls deep. And therefore, they decided that they want to get online, claim to be a part of a space, and now they're going to attack every black man they run across because why? They still got the PTSD of seeing some dude's nutsacks flowing in and out of his girlfriend slash fiance slash wife's vag. I said what I said. I said what I said. I know this is some of your afflictions and ailments, and this is the reason why you decide you want to get on the internet to save other men from Pookies and Tyrone and wrestlers. But you can't. Can't stop. Won't stop. You have no control. None. I don't know. Mama in the chat, Mama taught me to be ruthless. She said, Wrestler, don't you pull out until she says, yes, sir. I said, okay, Mama. You do what you gotta do. But you don't dare pull out until she says, yes, sir. I remember, Mama. I remember those lessons. Just letting you know. She said, damn straight. She said, you don't vacate until she says it's yours. No, you said damn straight. You can't take that back now. Don't say you asked, you never said. No, you said damn straight. You just said damn straight. No backsies. No backsies. You just said damn straight. You see that, right, Chad? She said damn straight. Can't take that away now. You said damn straight. Oh, wait, no, I never said that. No, we know what you said. I was there. I was listening to the lesson. I was a little boy, and I know what you said, and I remember, and I kept it. I kept it. I remember you said that. No backsies. And you said that too. If she says, I don't like the way that felt, you told me to tell her no backsies, especially when it's backdoor, no backsies. Once we're there, we're there. Don't say you spoke too soon. No. You know exactly. And I remember the lesson. I was a yay high kid. And I remember you told me that. And I remember the lesson. All right. That's what you said. And I remembered it. And we don't leave until she says it's yours. And if we're back door and she says she can't, you say no backsies. That was the lesson, and I remembered it. All right? Just following your lessons. It was a good mama. It is what it is. Don't say you spoke too soon. Is it 2 minutes in the corner now? That's crazy. That's where I learned it from, Alex. That's exactly where I learned it from. Don't say you spoke too soon. It's all right. The lesson's learned already. This is why Josh is mad, because he didn't get the same lesson. Okay? He didn't get the same lesson. This is why he's mad. It doesn't matter if you say all kind of shit you don't mean. The fact of the matter is that you don't know what we're going to retain, and I retain that part. Okay, that's the part that matters. That is the part that matters. That's the part that matters most of all. What else I was saying? Wow, the things that people are so interested in doing, and I just think it's like the opposite of what should be done here on the internet. And that's just my thoughts, though. It makes me really wonder about YouTube in general, and what's the future of it going to be when we turn around and say, what what is the best representation when it comes to it? It's engagement at the end of the day, and there are a lot of people who like to engage in it. It is what it is. But if there's something that you want, if there's something that you want to talk about in specific, or if there's something that you, I hate to say this, Mama, most parents do. Most parents raise their kids on lies, lies, and sugar. Lies, sugar, and fatty food, and you know it. All right. Really want to get off your chest. Maybe it's been a previous conversation. Maybe it's something that you feel like we need to turn around and rehash because it didn't really get covered. This is a good opportunity for you to actually do so. And yeah, let's get into it. Let me not ramble anymore about it. Link is in the chat, and of course, pinned to the top of the chat. This is as much my. All right. Oh, see, so it seemed like that was the end of that. Who knows? Who knows what else was being said? How the chat actually, how the panel actually felt about that. Um, uh, thank you for sending me the link to that. Stream for tonight as it is. No, we're not. Thank you for the link to that. It was it's eye opening to see previous me versus current me, and how long I've been doing this little cycle. And even with some of the management systems I have, it's hard to manage. This is what I'm saying. Like, it's hard to see the picture when you're in the frame. It is hard for you to manage the expectations when you're going through it. And I realize that. I realize that. And I'm trying so much not to be so difficult, so hard on myself. Not to be so hard in general, but just just being difficult with myself. It's something I'm gonna have to try to work out this year, because I can say that I think that once the initial feeling is gone, I don't work on it. But I think it's something I might have to try to actively pursue. I'm trying to rectify this year, because if not, what it means is that next year we'll be reviewing this stream, reviewing the previous stream, saying that this motherfucker didn't learn anything. And I'm hoping to break that, um, and create a whole new pattern. I think that would be optimal. That would be best. That would be best. Just to be honest. And if anything, I'll try to sort out what I'll be doing with the rest of my time, in order to have a stream for you guys tomorrow. Because I still haven't given you guys opinionated for this week. Uh, I'll have to do a lot of work and a lot of effort to come up with content for you guys for that, because I have nothing in my mind right now, especially this moment. I'm sure something. probably come up, and I'll have to do a bunch of research. Probably when I'm out in the streets. I don't know what makes you think I watch Gatsby, Rockefeller, even though you've been you really about to fuck it up for yourself because you got let out of jail. You know, you know how that recidivism go back to jail again. I get it. A felon is a felon, right? What makes you think I would watch? I don't know why people think that I spend my time watching other people. I don't spend my time online watching people. I don't know what's going on here in these streets. If you're not a nice, pristine looking woman, or you're not someone who's providing food content, I don't see you guys. I don't watch you guys. Especially if all you guys like to talk about is religion or immigration or politics or dick and pussy. I don't watch you. So what makes you think that I would watch anything that would be taking place between blind and anyone? I don't got that kind of time. I don't got that kind of time. I just finished literally telling you guys just how much I'm busy and how difficult I am on myself, and you think that I would spend my time watching someone else. It sounds like Rockefeller, you need a life. It sounds like you are online way too much. Because if you ain't getting paid to be online, I don't understand why you online so much, especially hanging on one man's nuts. If you ain't getting nothing from that seed, I don't understand it. Yeah, get unblocked and get the same stuff. So I mean, this is what they say about people in the prison industrial complex. The recidivism rate is crazy. They get out of jail and then they can't help themselves. They go back to doing drugs, and that's how they end up back in the prison system again. That's how it works out. They don't get help. They don't go to AA. They don't go to rehab. They get out. They get a little bit of freedom, and it's back to the rock. Back to the rock. And then they back in jail again because they get out and it's the rock, uh, the rock, the rock, and they just go right back, right back in jail. And I only look at people's parole boards like maybe once or twice a year. Like once or twice a year. So if you get locked up, you're gonna be in there for what? You been locked up. They be get they be getting that parole. Oh, sir, no, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah. I'm sorry I did that thing, and I be a good boy. I be a good girl. I learned my lesson. I'm sorry what happened to that poor family. I was wrong. I was young. I was dumb, and I learned and I will be a good contributing citizen. And they get out, and they like, how's it going? Yeah, I'm out now. Great. And then somebody go, hey yo, I heard you was out. I'm like, yeah, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out now. You go get your life together? Like, yeah, I'm gonna get my life together. Everything good. And they're like, let me test that. See that rock? Tell me you won't sniff that rock. Like, I'm clean. I'm clean. I'm clean. I don't want to sniff that rock. You I remember the old you. You like to sniff that rock. Like, no, that's not that ain't that's the old me. That was the old me. I'm the new me. Don't sniff no rock. They were like, oh yeah, so you don't mind, right? You don't mind if I if I just you don't mind, right? If I just put that, just break that rock up and just leave it right there on the counter, right? I know you just got out, shorty. I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm mine. I'm like, that's one. Only 3 lines, you know. 3 lines. That was good. That was good. 2 lines. Whew. That shit hit. You sure you don't want that? You sure you don't want that hit? Huh? Rockefeller, you gonna take that third hit? There's only 1 line left. There's only 1 line left. Are you gonna make sure you're back in that recidivism rate? You gonna make sure you back in them jumper colors? Is that what's gonna happen? Are you gonna be a contributing member to society? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Are you gonna do the same shit that gets you back there, or are you gonna be a productive member? What is it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be, huh? She said she wasn't ready for the world of Wrestlers Edition. Come on. She been on white man's panel and she talking about Gatsby. She been on black man's panel and she talking about Gatsby. She was ready for the world, but her voice was really raspy. What's it gonna be? What is it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? Well. Come on. You don't need to. You choose to. You don't need to. I believe in you. I think you can do better. You can do better. But that rock, the rock, the rock is just, it's tempting. Who knows? Who knows? Rockefeller one day, who knows? You might actually be a person I might see on a panel one day. When you're too busy being a fangirl or a fanboy, whatever. You know, we're in 2026, so I don't know how you identify. Gotta leave it open now. The times we're in. All I know is that at this point you sound like a really bitter ex. Because that man don't claim you. That man does not claim you. You didn't make an impact because I don't remember you. Which means you could be on my panel for as long as I've been dropping links. You know, when you hear link is in the chat, pin to the top of the chat. Which means you've had multiple opportunities. But you've probably mentioned Gatsby more than you've actually hit a link. Just saying. Just saying. Kev, you still in the building? Kev, if you still in the building, we might have to make a whole. Yeah, I just thought about this right now. As many times I get weird songs in my head, I be pulling up weird lyrics to songs. we might have to make a whole wrestler EP, a wrestler EP. That's what it's gonna be. Where Resto at? We gonna have to make a wrestler EP. It's gonna be all your favorite and weird songs, all voiced, all weird shit from wrestler. And then, and this is what we can. This is what we can do, Kev. He said, "Yes, sir. This is what we can do, Kev." You know, we gotta put it all like. I don't know if it's like how many tracks are typically on an EP now? Maybe it's like 12. I'm feeling a little. I feel like 12 is a solid good number. You know, depending on how long the songs are, like maybe 15, maybe 15, 16, and we just get it, and then we drop. And you know what? That could be like merch, Kev. So you see, I got a shirt. I said what I said. I got other catchphrases we could put down on the shirt, and then we can drop the EP as well. We can drop the EP as well. For those who want, you get your favorite. Come on. Come on. Featuring Rockefeller, featuring Kev, featuring KM, featuring Locksmith. We- oh, 3 to 6, 3 to 6. It could be featuring Alex. Like you never know. You never know who's gonna be on it. It'll be like it'll be like the. I'ma say this. I'll say it. I know this is gonna sound really weird to y'all. I'll be the Angie Mart. I'll be the Angie Martinez of the quote panel verse. Like I'ma just have a whole bunch of other people just drop lyrics. Drop. Damn, who did that? Damn, mama. Damn. Mm-mm, mm-mm-mm. And this is where I need a drop, Kev. I just got notified on my chat thing that just says Rockefeller just got put in jail again. She said she wasn't ready for the world of Wrestlers Edition. Mm, damn. Mama with the shotgun. She ain't even play. She ain't playing no game. Sing it for. They said she would. Let's. You gotta do it for Rockefeller. She said she was a Marvin Gaye. But Wrestlers Edition. She couldn't get that party up right. What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be? She said she wasn't ready for the world of Wrestlers Edition. We got to do a whole thing. It's done now. Damn. Over. Over with. OVAH. Over. Oh look, Rockefeller's back. See, you ain't see. Hey, hey, hey. That just said ban. That was crazy. That see, I gotta make sure my shit is right. That's why I was like, yo, why did you get banned? That's crazy. But Rockefeller's not banned. You know what that means, right, mama? You gotta learn to double tap. You're not a good shooter. You're not a straight shooter, mama. I thought you knew better than that. You gotta learn to double tap like a real woman. You gotta learn to double tap like a real woman. All right. You can't leave your ops breathing. Now I know a Rockefeller's here for a fucking reason. Cause she got hit like I got hit, but she's still fucking breathing. Mm. Mm. Still standing. Wish death on her. Gatsby, don't cry no more. Don't look to the sky no more. Have mercy on her, on Rockefeller soul, until her heart turn cold. Have mercy on, wish death upon her. Listen, she rocked it out. She said, yeah, wrestler, I'll be on your motherfucking head and fuck everything mama talking about. I ain't dead. I'm the Rockefeller chick, and I ain't been crowned. Mama tried to ban me, but I ain't been down. Shit. Learn to double tap, mama. Gotta learn to double tap. You don't be getting no second, third tries like that. You gotta learn to. You know what it is, mama? You instead of shooting properly, you be shooting like a YN. You be like, you gotta shoot properly. You gotta down scope. Like you can't be shooting. You can't be shooting like no YN. Like that's the problem, mama. You be shooting like a YN. I don't know where you got that from. Probably hanging with OG too much. You be shooting like a fucking YN. You been around OG too much. That's the problem. You gotta shoot like a real G. Like can't be shooting like no YN, mama. That's why you missed. That's why you fucking missed. That's crazy. We got to get you a range. You got to get your ass to the range. Can't be shooting like no YNs out here. All them shots and just missing everything. Couldn't touch sourdough bread. That's crazy. So Rockefeller lives, all right? I mean, we know how Rockefeller died, but Rockefeller lives. Nah, you can't be shooting like no YNs. That man won't claim to be young. He a YN did, all right? I don't care he your favorite. He's still the youngest, all right? He's still the youngest. Me and Tom damn near twins. We only a couple of days apart. So somebody must have taught you how to be shooting down range. Persecution? You want to talk about persecution of black people? You want to talk about persecution? Huh? Systematic persecution? You really want to talk about systematic persecution to a black man? You really want to talk about that? Eh? 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 Especially because I let you out of prison? Hmm? 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 You want to talk about persecution? You want to hit with the nobody knows. Systematic? Huh? To a black man? Persecution? Systematic oppression? Huh? Persecution? You sure? Huh? Sure you want to do that? You sure you want to do that? Huh? Wild work. That is some wild ass work. Not with you and the Opreezy. Systematic Opreezy. You sure about that? Okay. All right. That's some wild ass shit. That's some wild shit. Just saying. Sitting over here in my channel after getting unbad and don't talk about. That's what I'm saying, Alex. Like, talking about wrestler redlining me. Systematically? You being redlined? Huh? When you over here dropping drugs in my community, but you being persecuted, and you dropping drugs in my community. Okay. All right. Let's go watch some wild shit. That's crazy. Wrestlers out here redlining? That's crazy. Crazy work. Crazy work right now. No, you good, Rockefeller. I could listen. I could take trolling and all that. I just don't like annoyance. I say the same all the time. If you're going to troll, you should be funny at it, at least, at the very least. Have some humor behind it. Some of y'all just want to be assholes. Ain't no humor behind it. I even like dark humor comedy. I love it. It be cold as fuck. I'm like, yeah, that's so raw. I would never say that, but it's funny as fuck. Some of y'all just think I'm gonna be a dick, and ain't that great? And I'm just like, no, you're just an asshole. That's not. It wasn't funny. Yeah, I just don't know that some of y'all just don't know the difference out here, and that's how some of y'all wind up. Some I just be like, you gonna keep doing this? And I'm like, okay, cool. All right. And wrestler, how would you feel about? And I was saying about, and so was talking about. I'm like, okay, cool. Mama, can you just swing open the cell? Just swing open the cell real quick. Like, why? Because they you going to jail. You going to jail. It's just you got to get locked up because it's just bad. It's just bad. You got to get the bracelets on you. You, you. When am I gonna get parole? I don't know. I don't be visiting people in Rikers. I ain't visit none of my all of my guys that got locked. I ain't visit none of the ass. I've never been to Rikers Island. I passed by it. I have never been to Rikers Island. Refuse. You ain't come visit me when I was at you're goddamn right I ain't visit you. You goddamn I ain't visit you. That's it. So don't get yourself in Rikers because I'm not visiting you. Appreciate your I roll. Listen, I appreciate it. Don't end up in Rikers. Cause I don't visit you for a while. Listen, you go to Rikers, I get notified when you're in, and I get notified when you're on parole. And I get notified when you're out. That's it. I'm like, damn, so and so went to jail. That's crazy. Let me write it down. Yeah, judge sentencing. Hey, wrestler. Uh, yeah, what's going on? Have you checked your parole board? I'm like, no. You should probably check it. I'm like, you know what? You're right. It's been a while. Oh shit. So and so's been here for a while. According to my database, they've been here for a while. Okay. What do you think? Should this person have to leave? Maybe next month. Maybe next month. Next month? Okay, let me go write that down. And then, if I remember, even if it's next month, it may not be. Maybe 3 months later. Then you finally get let out. It's time served. Because I don't have a system that can automatically ban and unban. I just have a system that tells me someone who has been timed out, which looks like a ban, which tells me I still got work I got to do on that system. Because all my timeouts now look like a ban on that system. If I go to my YouTube, it says, what did it say? It said timed out, right? No, it says deleted. It didn't even tell me timed out. Hold on. That's crazy. It didn't even say it didn't even say timed out. It said just said deleted. So I really got to work on my system so I can know the difference between a timeout and a ban. Cause you end up in prison. I was like, yo, don't drop the sound. Don't even tell me when your commissary is low. I ain't got nothing for you. I got no commissary. I got no commissary for you. People be ending up in jail, and I don't even know about it. So I try to tell my mods, do me a favor, mods, don't ban people, because if you ban them, I'm likely not looking, because I'm cooking. I am in this kitchen. I am cooking. That's why I had to make a whole other new chat shit. I literally script out an entire chat shit for myself, so that when something happens, I'm like, oh shit, that's crazy. Yeah, I think I'm running like off a StreamYard or something. So I could just see everything. Let me. I'm gonna give you a little snippet. Just a tiny snippet. When I'm reading the chat, this is the tiny snippet I'm gonna give you. It's gonna be your only little snippet you get. Oh, it's not even showing it. That's crazy. That's wild. It won't even show you it. So it's not even show you. I got all your names up here. All your names is up here. It won't even show you it. Now I wonder if that's something I did. It's got to be something I did. I got a whole chat thing that show me all your names. I don't even got to go to my laptop or my YouTube shit to go talk to you. I could just talk to you literally from here. From here. See how that work? See how that work? I can see all of you. I can see all your previous comments. I can see a whole history of your comments. I can go all the way back to almost 30 days of what you said. 30 days. So, I mean, if you've been saying something for 30 days, oops, my bad. That was my bad. Rockefeller. That was my bad. Hold up. That was my bad, Rockefeller. That was my bad, Rockefeller. That was my fault. I banned Rockefeller by accident. I clicked the wrong button on my own shit. Damn. I was just trying to look at the chat history. And I ended up banning Rockefeller. Ain't that a bitch? I was trying to go back to 1 second. And instead it went to ban. That was crazy. Okay, let's see if this works. Let's go to 1 second. Hey, Rockefeller, if you're in the chat, just type in the chat real quick. For some reason, that was crazy. I didn't even know that instant. You know what? I should do confirmations. I should remember to write that too. I should do. Where's a pen? Damn. What's good, Miss Raven? Confirmation. No. Script. That's probably going to be an array. Array. Script. Confirmation from ban. Yeah. I got to remember that one. We build it as we fly it, folks. Nothing's perfect. Nothing is perfect. As what I'm going to do is what I'm going to go into my YouTube studio just to make sure. I'm going to go into my YouTube studio. community moderations. We're gonna scroll down, users, and we're gonna go look. Oh, there goes Rockefeller. Okay, we're gonna unban Rockefeller. We're unbanning it. I don't know how quickly it's gonna do it, but we're unbanning Rockefeller. That was my fault, Rockefeller. That was my fault. I banned you unintentionally. That was my fault. Oh, there you go. There you go. Just want to let you know. There you go, Rockefeller. Hey, chat. Do me a favor. Can we give Rockefeller just a quick clap? Yeah, I didn't know how that was gonna be unbanning Rockefeller. That was quickly. That was my fault, Rockefeller. I didn't mean to have you banned. That was crazy. Now I need to remember there's something else I need to update in my scripts. There you go. Rockefeller's back in the chat. All right. Appreciate you for being back. Now I figure that now I learned something new about my that I need to do with my own shit. But Rockefeller is back now. Just want to let you know I only came back to pick on my crush. Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, if you got a crush on her, stand on it. Nah, you can't. Don't tell me to stand on it. YN. Nah, mama. Nah, don't even try that. You being a little YN. Don't tell me to stand on. You should have stand on it the first time when you bust your shot. You should have stood on it that time, all right? Shooting ass, missing all the fucking target ass, motherfucker. You should have stood on that shit, all right? You should have stood on that shit. How you gonna be older than me acting like a YN? That's crazy. No trigger training. Mama out here talking about I'm the witch. Pop. I'm missing everywhere. Shooting like I'm on fentanyl and shit. Fuck out of here. What we doing here? I hit my targets. All right? Even unintentionally, mama, I hit my targets. Even unintentionally, I hit my targets. You missed. Your target's still talking. They still breathing. I bring my targets back to life after I hit them, all right? All right? My shit is lit. I'm prophetic, all right? All right? I'm just saying. You can say that, you was out here selecting the target. But Pops is the one that taught me how to shoot, not you. You sitting here being a YN. Shooting like a YN. Not hitting a goddamn thing. Ain't hitting a goddamn target. Mama out here shooting like a goddamn YN. You need to go learn how to hit some targets, mama, all right? You're not doing this. You need to go get some lessons from Pops. He know how to shoot. He know how to teach the boys. He know how to shoot, all right? He said he been shooting for a while. He a OG. He said he can hit his targets. Soft or hard targets, don't matter. It ain't about flash, mama. It ain't about flash. You shooting with flash. It's a fact, Miss Raven. He not throwing away his shots. Exactly. You know, and not for nothing. Not for nothing. And Josh learned a little. Josh learned a little too much. He studied a little too much from Pops. Cause when he did his first shot, he got himself a little Asian baby. He was too precise. He threw his shot away. He didn't even Tom Brady his shit. He's even Tom Brady. Could at least even do that. He fucking Marino'd it. He Marino'd. He just threw it right into the right out of bounds. Just right, and just got that poor woman knocked up. Just don't be mad at me. You better go talk to Josh. All right. It's your grandbaby, not my grandbaby. That's your grandbaby. All right. Oh, you think you're the best YN I know? Okay. I was gonna say that OG is the best YN I know, but okay. All right. I guess if you're gonna be taught by OG, then maybe you are the no. But I got a feeling that if OG shoots his targets, they gonna stay down. Oh, he's special? Yeah. He is kind of special. He is kind of special. So, You are special, Josh, in every single way. Vietnam won't let you down. No. You are special, Josh, no matter what they say. Vietnam won't let you down. I guess that's the way. I guess that's the way how we should do that. So, what's good, Wheels? Where's KM when you need her? She should be clipping that. Send that shit right to Josh. Leave that shit right in his rice paddy field. And have that shit with mama's postcard right on it. Have that shit right with a postcard from mama and the boys. You are beautiful, no matter what we say. Vietnam won't let you down. You're still retarded, Josh, no matter what they say. Vietnam won't let you down. And then we gotta just like make sure that we just get that to him. Like it might take him like it might take him a while to get it, but then like we just have it all. And by the way, Kev, we gotta make sure that we get that on the EP as well. I don't know where that's gonna fall in the EP, but we gotta make sure we get that in the EP as well, right? That's gotta be one of the. We don't know. I don't even know what the title of that is yet, but we gotta get that in there. Gotta get that in there, and that'll be. Where's KM at? I need someone to write this shit down. Where's my marker at? KM is normally around to write this shit down. Where's she at? All of a sudden, there's a party that she's not invited to. She can't find a way to sneak her ass up in there. Where the fuck is she at? This is crazy. How is KM not here, but La Boo Boo Leopard Print is in here? Huh? This shit don't make no sense. How is that possible? Need to get that together. I don't know what's going on, but need to get it together. I gotta sit here and do all of my own work. Now I gotta write that shit down. We gotta make sure we send the postcard with a CD, because they probably don't even have Walkmans over there yet. So CD. You know what? They probably got Blu-rays because they're still ripping. They're still ripping movies over there. So Blu-ray. It's Josh, but we don't know the name of the song yet. Well, it's Christina Aguilera's "You Are Beautiful." So you are retarded. There you go. That might work, Mama. There might be some revisions along the way. Got to make sure it's good for because they'll like edit or change the titles. Cause communist people don't play all the music that we play over here in the U.S. and the West. You know what I mean? So we got to make sure it's clear enough that it actually makes that it makes it over there. It's got to be Asian friendly enough to make it over there. That's the only way he's gonna hear it. Not unless he hears it like over a radio. And when I say radio, like a radio from a submarine. It's the way I'm looking at it. No, I know the song is called, oh, It's Just Beautiful. It's Just Beautiful. Oh, so if it's Just Beautiful, then the song has to be just called Retarded. That's it. Thank you for the clarification, Logical. I didn't even know that. I'm not a Aguilera fan. Thank you for letting me know. If the song is just called Beautiful, then the song has to be called just Retarded. And I like that because then you don't know what you're getting when you first just hear it. I like that. You don't even know what's going on. You're like, this shit says retarded. And you just hear the beginning of it. You're like, what the fuck? And then you just you just get hit with it. I like that. Good thinking, Logical. Good thinking. There you go. I don't know. I don't be listening to that music. I don't be caring. I never cared about Christina Aguilera. I never cared about any of that stuff. Not my type of girl. Not my type of girls. I've never been a thing for blondes. That's no disrespect to you blondes. Some blondes look good in the face. But it's because you look good in the face. It has nothing to do with the fact that you're blonde. Let me say that again. You look good in the face because you look good in the face. You don't look good in the face because you're blonde. I'll tackle you. I'll do a tumble with you, but not because you're blonde. It's because you look good. That's all. That is all. Over and out. Might mistake it for BEPs. Let's get the Black Eyed Peas. Yeah, might be. Might be. Which is funny because when I hit radio, they couldn't even name it that. It's not let's get retarded. It says let's get it started. That's crazy when it hit the radio. And I heard that shit on the radio. I was like, I don't even like the song no more. They can't even use the R word. And funny how they'll say that that's the R word, but they won't say it's the hard R word. Oh, you're so fucking late. Who told you? Who? Hey, who was it? Who was it? No, no, I mean, act like you were still here. No. Who was it? Who told her? Who told her she's late? You're getting docked. You're docked. You're not gonna act like you was punched in this whole time. You're not gonna act like no. You're a liar. No. Who told who? my chat tells me the first words when you talk. So it tells me when you have the first response walking in the chat. KM says first words, which means that you wasn't in here this entire time that I was online. You weren't in here the entire time I was online. Who was the coworker that said, "Hey, KM, Resla noticed that you weren't on the clock," and now she goes in there like, "I'm writing shit down. I've been here the whole time. You was way late to the meeting, KM. You're way late. You didn't even do your whole. I'm here. I'm here, Resla. I'm just listening in the background. You didn't even do that. It says first words. You're a liar. If you went to say, I've been here this whole time. No, I've been here this whole time. You're a liar and a nigger. You're a liar. You haven't been here. I was just chilling in the background. I just couldn't talk because I was too busy with my man double dildoing. That's what double stroking. That's why different strokes to the world. Like, no, you're a liar. You weren't here. I was saying, I had different ideas. I'm asking Kev for help. I'm writing shit down. Bricks writing out shit, and now you sitting there talking about, oh no, I'm here. I've been here, man. You're a fucking liar. You haven't been here. You haven't been here. So many fucking ideas, and now I gotta go back and listen to because KM is not here to write this shit down. Oh, hey, chat. Oh, look. So fucking late. Thumbs down. Thumbs fucking down, all right? Thumbs fucking down for being late to the job. Late. The fuck is going on here? I've been on for a while. She gonna walk in. Hi, everybody. Lipstick all messed up. Eyelashes all messed up. Sweaty head. I ain't missed nothing, did I? Wrestler, I'm here. I've been here. I was listening. I just sat down now, but I was listening. I was listening from three yards away. I've been here. Like, I've been here. I'm listening. I'm listening, wrestler. Bull fucking shit. And are we all in the meeting like this? Mm. No, just no. But wrestler, no, just hey, everybody. She likes me. Hey, everybody. Don't even say shit. Just look at her. Just look at her. Don't even say shit. Yo, mama, why you talking? Shh, be quiet, mama. You just look at her. You just gonna show up to work late and just act like you've been here, right? You ain't get no call-ins that said you was gonna be late. You ain't say you was stuck in traffic. Now you just gonna walk and just pretend you been here the whole time, right? That's what we doing, KM. You know, you already been ratted out. Other people say like, "Oh yeah, KM with it, KM this, KM that." You even missed the whole banning, rebanning, unbanning, and rebanning and unbanning again of Rockefeller because you wasn't at work. Because you wasn't at work. Oh no, no. She fucked up too because you missed the part where she was out here shooting like a YN. You missed that part because you wasn't at work. Oh no, did you see when she was acting like Simon? Did you miss that part where she's shooting like a YN and she fucking missed? Hmm? She missed everything. Did you see that part, KM? You're a liar. You didn't see it because you wasn't here. All right, all right. It was a great time, and you missed it. You missed it. Mm-hmm. 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 I don't know why you up here saying trying to save your coworker. We was here. I don't know why you're trying to save your coworker. We was here. We was here. I see some of you trying to save your coworker. We was here though. We was in this meeting the whole time. The whole time. And the only reason I can't hold her truly accountable is that we're not big enough to have an HR department yet. That's all. But I saw that you saw that I saw that you wasn't here. So I know that you know that I know that you wasn't here. Okay? Don't tell me act like you was here. I know that you know that we know that I know that you wasn't here. All right? It is what it is. It's like, and you know. You ain't gonna try your bullshit with me. That box is motherfucking full. Put your grievances. That's why we don't have an HR department. That box been fucking full, and I'm not gonna read it anytime soon. I ain't reading that motherfucking box anytime soon. That box will get read by Resto before it's ever read by me. And you already know he's gonna say he don't give a fuck. In fact, it's gonna be better than that. He's gonna read every one of your messages, and I'm gonna say, "Hey, Resto, is there anything in there I gotta worry about? Is there what's the most damning thing I need to worry about in that box, Resto? You know he's gonna say he's like, it's gonna be the only thing you have to worry about. I'm like, what, Resto? He's gonna say that I'm fan fucking tastic. And I'm like, this is why you don't get no checks. This is why I left you early. You'll be like, fuck you, Dad. Fuck you. That's exactly what it's gonna be like. If you hope Josh doesn't cry for my song, then I didn't do a good enough song. Okay, KM? He needs to cry. I hope he cries. I hope he feels every bit of it. I need him to feel so remorseful. I need his ears and nose to cry. That's how much I need him to cry. When when they say there was not a dry tear in the house, I need to know that his ears and nose were also not dry. I need him decimated. All right. That's the way it should feel. It should feel like a Whitney Houston / Mariah Carey hit. It should just fuck his whole soul up. It should feel like a Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, and Aretha Franklin hit all at the same time. I just need him destroyed. And then I need Mama to pick up all the pieces. Just so at the end she could just say, "You're still the runt." Mm. How would that feel? Well, according to what Resto says, fan fucking tastic. Mm. That's how I feel. Just saying. This is what it sounds like when the dead cry. Boom. Absolutely. Absolutely. No, it ain't. It ain't no. I got sunshine. Can no, it's not that. It's a ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ah, only darkness every day. Cause she can't bring her ass to work. Ain't no sunshine when she gone. And she always gone too long. And I know she can't bring her ass to work. We know. But I leave her ass alone. Cause ain't no sunshine when she's gone. All right. Lateness to work every day. That's the way it needs to be. Sitting up here trying to be extra good coworkers. The fuck are we doing here? I ain't say none of that. Those were not the lyrics. That was not the lyrics at all. I said, leave K-ass damn ass alone. Ain't no sunshine. She ain't clocking the working time. That's the way that shit runs. And that's why we always live on the clouds, because you don't have any feelings, okay? Ain't no sunshine. Just clouds and rain. Just a little bit of hope when we see fucking rainbows. But it's just a fucking distortion. It's like leprechauns. They ain't really fucking there. Ain't no pile of gold. All right. You say obsessed. She's supposed to be here. She's supposed to be here. And I know you're not sitting up here. First of all, I'm not even worried about you taking shots at me, mama, because we already know they miss. YN? Oh, look at me, Cam. I'm going to take shots at wrestling. They don't hit, though. Missing. No target practice. All right. It is what it is. Ain't hitting nothing. Ain't no tad spicy. Just not touching the mark. That's all. It's got nothing to do with me. Just not touching no mark. It's an old school rock. What's going on in these spaces? Yo, what the hell's been happening? He's ready to join the Porsche now. Yo, that's a fact. Hold up. Hold up. Let me do this real quick. Let me just do this real quick. I just saw that somebody was online. This is crazy. More of the same old bullshit. Just talking to people on the porch real quick. Get people right there. And I got a little shield or whatever. Oh, I must be a member. Not that I remember. I don't remember anything. So outside of that, today has been a really weird, not even weird. It's just been one of those days. Just one of those days. But it's been a really, really, really wild day. Just trying to get a lot of stuff done, and then having to deal with whatever the hell flies up at the moment in my head. And it was Jesus Christ, it was a pain in the fucking ass. Still, wait, you mean didn't Joe Cool in fucking this man's chat about? Didn't I just see you live? Still live. I'm gonna make it very still live. Ninja. I mean, dude, I'm gonna hit him with the whole emo. The fuck? Add Joe Cool. Oh yeah. The fuck are we doing here? Still live, Ninja. That doesn't mean I can't get around while live. Fuck is we doing here? If y'all see Joe Cool pop up in the chat, you tell this nigga we still live, Ninja. Fuck are we doing here? Still live. What are we doing here? Apparently, these guys are on the porch right now. I don't even know what they're talking about, but I know that Beans is up there as well. So hold up. So you guys are not bugging out. This is what I'm looking at right now. Let's see what they're saying. Uh, let's see what they're saying. I don't know what they're saying.
But
At
well, that goes to Tom point,
OG's up
because
there
that's what
too.
Tom said earlier. So Beans, go ahead and take your W, because this nigga gonna tell me only why he couldn't put Vic in that position.
he didn't win a
Because
Super
this
Bowl.
nigga didn't win, don't got no Super Bowl.
He
But
did.
that nigga told me. So yeah,
He threw
might be right on that.
4
Beans.
touchdowns. He threw for 4
It sounds like
touchdowns.
sports. Hold up.
Had 340 yards, 18 to 29,
Oh.
127.9 passer rating.
Okay. If you want to say that, then who is y'all? What is the best?
The only black quarterback to win the Super Bowl. That makes him the GOAT.
Well, no, because you got that mixed breed out there. Ain't he black? I thought you had one drop. You had one drop of black blood. That means you're black.
No, that's not how that works. Who did you name?
Oh, it don't work like that.
Absolutely
He's
not.
He's trying to get you to throw my homeboy in there.
Wow. Because
sir.
you know what?
No,
Hey,
sir.
wait. That's crazy because he's part of the 16 black NFL starting
There he
quarterbacks.
go. There he go with that
Bro, I
bullshit.
don't give a
I
fuck.
told
This
you,
is
bro.
why I said.
I don't
This is
give
why
a
I
fuck.
said.
I argued
I
this
want to
nigga
know
down
the
last week about
criteria.
this shit.
Right.
Nobody
Y'all
want to listen to me,
motherfuckers
so you got it,
fuck it up.
Beans.
Either he's black or he's mixed breed or he's white. Which one is it?
Three more like that too.
So let's solve for
Just
the
saying,
equation.
it's 3 more like that, just
I
like
know.
that.
I
So
know.
let's solve for the equation. Can men have?
I don't get it. I don't get it. I do not. Hold up. I really do not get it. Honestly, this is just me. It's a guy thing or whatever. I just don't look at people in sports or whatever, or politics or whatever, as the modern day gladiators of our time. Like, I'm just like, I got other shit I should be doing. I can't get hyped off of I can't get hyped up for people who are making a shit ton of money. I'm like, I gotta be too busy trying to live life so I can become poor and destitute. Whew, I just don't. I don't get it. I mean, shout out to them for doing they're having their stream or whatever. And I don't understand it. For some of y'all, I see you guys do it. Y'all be getting hyped, like, oh my god, like so and so had this many points, but he just can't tackle, he can't throw, he can't dunk, or I'm just going. Sure. I mean, maybe they just had a bad day. Oh, that motherfucker doesn't have a bad day. It's not that serious. You don't like sports? Sure. I don't love sports. I like sports. I don't love sports. I'm not obsessed with sports. Sports are okay. I played sports. I just didn't give my life to it. I didn't give all my attention to it. I didn't think it was the best thing in the world. Because anybody recall what the football team was during the Roman Empire? Oh yeah, there were none. There were no football teams during the Roman Empire. What about the rugby team? What about the ice hockey? Funny how I say ice hockey, because hockey is on ice. Like, anyone know of any of these sports? No. Which means that outside of killing each other for sport, we had to create things that people can use as combat in order to satiate our human desire to murder, to create violence and infliction. So we created sports. And for those of you who never thought about it, sorry, I just rung your bell. Go ahead. Go ahead, Ruck. Go ahead with the song. You can ring my bell. I just freaking blew some of your minds. Really? Exactly. That's exactly why sports exists. There is field hockey, but there were no sports back in those days. Well, that's not true. There was a sport back in those days. A semblance of rugby was out in those days, but it wasn't nearly what we look at rugby today. The reason why we have such a plethora of sports is because people can't go back to gladiatorial days. That's the reason why. Because we're not out here just killing each other for sport. That's why we created sports. That's why we done all this stuff to protect each other from sports so that we can come back and still do it all over again. I didn't play all sports. The only sports I played was basketball, football, and then I did track. And I worked in theaters. I just didn't do theater. I've trained people while in a theater, but I've never actually done theater. I was not the kind of person who did the acting. Wait, what do you mean by runners? Not in the gladiator pits. You could run. You absolutely had runners. They didn't get far though. Not in the gladiator pit. They did have a kind of rugby kind of thing. Back in the old Roman Empire days. I would say the same thing for Asia. The same thing for Africa. Africa definitely had a very early edition of soccer. Before it was absolutely co-opted by Europeans. Stickball, baseball. I don't remember the order. I used to know a long time ago. I do not remember the origin of that as well. The idea of swinging a stick to hit something far away it's lost upon me. I can't remember who started that. I can tell you who's popular by today, but I can't tell you which nation or which group was known for starting that. Those Christians, they weren't all Christians. They weren't. And believe it or not, here's the funny part, Mama. We're really saying Roman, right? You know the idea of the Roman empires to use animals. It didn't start with the Roman Empire. Nah, it actually started in Egypt. Believe it or not. Sorry, I might be wrong. It's not Egypt, but definitely Persia, because Persian Empire was still big, still at its height in that time, and they still used animals. I know when Rome settled in part of Egypt, they transported a lot of animals to be used in the gladiator pits because those animals were not native to the north. So it was weird. So it wasn't just Christians though, because there were plenty of blacks that got brought over to Rome because they wanted to know, what are these? I was about to say some wild shit. What are these long spear throwing blacks that you're talking about? The same way how I will say that when we have white colonialists in this country, they were sitting there drooling over the concept, because there were no pictures, of what an Asian woman looked like. They were drooling. They were like, I don't know what that looks like, but she sounds absolutely delicious. She looks like what? And she's got slanted eyes. Oh, I could just imagine that she just looks great, even though never seeing what an Asian looks like. A geisha, huh? What? I don't even know what that means, but all I just know she has powdery white skin, slanted eyes, rosy cheeks. I'm sure that she is delicious. Never seen her. The only concept they really had was what? Those early people were like what? Native American, blacks, Spaniards. Now, I don't mean Spaniards from Spain. I mean like Hispanics. They didn't really have anything like, so the idea of Japanese and even some Chinese were lost to them until like the time of the Continental Railroad. You know, it was lost on them because they didn't even make it all the way to California yet. A lot of people didn't know what was going on in the world. I mean, which is fine and all, because just a matter of early discovery. But it is what it is. It is what it is. What do we know? You said the only semi-athletic events I've ever wanted to try. I haven't been running with. That's not an athletic event. It's either can you escape or not. That's not an athletic event. Because if it was an athletic event, here's what they wouldn't do, Ruck. They wouldn't allow fat fucking people to participate. I seen a really fat guy try to outrun a fucking bull. And as they say, you don't need to be faster than the fucking lion. You just got to be faster than the previous guy. If you want to be that guy, that big fucking rotund guy, nobody else is worried. We know you're getting clipped. Now, the motherfucker that wants to stay still and challenge the bull and dodge right out of time and everything, that motherfucker's got a death wish. That fucker's got a death wish. You said semi. There's no semi. Either you're trying to save your life or you're not. You're in shape. You're in shape or you're trying to get away. That's it. I wouldn't call it an athletic event. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna call the bull chasing an athletic event. It's really not. It's really not an athletic event. Just like we don't call marathons really an athletic event. Because no one's chasing you, you're just running. Now, if they say, on your mark, get set, go, and then 3, 2, 1, clack, clack, and you gotta run, then that's an athletic event. You really gotta outrun bullets and make sure that you're the one that's way ahead so that other people take the shots before you. There's no real danger involved. People who are heavy set that just really, they don't spend no time really trying to run. They don't run, they don't jump, they don't climb, and they go to a bull event. That's not an athletic event. That's just cannon fodder. Because I imagine everybody else who's there who knows that this is a thing understands they need to be in somewhat some shape. If you are one of these other people, you're just there for, quote, an experience. And you're about to experience getting ramrodded. Not by a ram, though. It's going to be bull rodded. That fat guy would have to be so far ahead of that skinny guy to throw that smaller guy down. Because that smaller guy is going to dust him. And that smaller guy would have to be like really small. Like, so that's this big guy would have to be like damn near 6 foot plus. And that small guy would have to be shorter than him to get shoved to the. I've been pushed by fat guys shorter than me and slightly taller than me. I can tell you this about both of them: they were slow. Even if they had the weight to push me, to shove me, it's really what the word is, shove me to the side, they were still slow in being able to do so. I have not met someone who is large enough to shove me that is also agile. I have not met a 400-pound agile person. It just hasn't happened. Not saying don't exist. Hasn't happened. Because you wouldn't put yourself in that situation for a survival event. Because I don't know how much pounds you think you're about to shed in that race, but it's not going to happen. Now, if you can throw other people to the side so that it gets the bull's attention, okay, we're talking about being smart now. But I wouldn't still call it an athletic event. Now we can just call it a cognition event. You know what I mean? Hey, I'm smart enough I'm gonna throw a red flag on someone's back of their shirt. I'm about to trip this motherfucker. I'm gonna shove this other person to the side. Now we're talking about cognition. How many others I can knock down so I can get ahead. But it's not a matter of distance and endurance. That's not what the competition's about. Maybe, Ruck. Maybe. Big Pun said he was gonna move fast. Not that I believed it. Big Pun said, I move fast, 400 pounds, but he said, I move gas, 400 pounds, but I move ass. As soon as you spoke, I already smoked you with two jabs. Like, nah, no, sir. No, you didn't. Not at that way you didn't. Didn't happen. So if you're at a bull event, I'm not worried about you. Even if you manage to even if you manage to be 6'3" at almost 400 pounds, let's be nice, 300 pounds. Nicer. 270. 260. Even if you manage to push me down, for the idea that you think that I still wouldn't be able to dust you after getting off the floor is insane. And I've definitely had to manage my weight just in fights with people who have been over 200 pounds and my ass still hanging around 150 something. And I have absolutely taken down 200 pounders, almost 300 pounders. I know for sure I've taken down 300 pounders. And I mean, had to take them down without a chokehold. So I know. I know it's not as easy as it seems, but yeah, I'm in a bull race. When we're talking about athleticism, I'm not worried about it. I mean, let's just be honest. Because if we're talking about, an athletic event, we're also talking about being able to do these three things. The running component is what we're already talking about. But what about the jumping and climbing? Jumping and climbing. There are people who are in their 20s, thinner than I am, and they can't recall the last time they jumped. Never mind climb. Never mind if they can even support their own weight. I'm not worried about them. Run, jump, and climb. There are people who are in their 20s and 30s who cannot run, jump, or climb. They're done. They can hold themselves up at a gate, but only for so long because they have no arm strength to be able to pick themselves up. I can tell you that plenty of people who don't even know when's the last time if they ever did a pull up. I'm like, I'm good. I'm rather good. I'm all right. I'm all right. They're done. I'm not. They are done so, and I am not. No, I can make it. No. No, I don't think you can. I don't think you No, I can make it wrestling. No, I don't I'm not sure that you can. If I had to deal with a heavy set guy, he's like, I'm gonna take you down. I'm gonna fuck you up. I'm looking at him like, okay. I'm probably won't be able to do as much bodily damage, but I can think of ways of taking you down. Because gravity's on my side. Gravity and physics is on my side. You're slow, and if you fall, it's going to take you some time to get back up. Not because you're fat, but because you don't spend enough time lifting your body weight. Because there are guys who are 2-something, 3, and they swole as a motherfucker, muscular as a motherfucker. And that's what I'm talking about. I tend to run into a lot of people who are big who are not muscular. So I'm not worried about you. Because if you can't remember when the last time you did something, neither can I. But me, I know when the last time I did something because I have routines. That's not a shame thing. It is what it is. It is what it is. And there's just no getting around it. All right, anyway, guys, we have been here for, I think, about 3 hours. I think so. I'm just trying to gauge the time. And I think I'm pretty much just gonna leave it here and leave you guys to what's going on. So you said out of context. I don't out of context. If you don't take care of yourself, it doesn't matter how much you weigh, you're gonna be at a disadvantage. That's just really what it is. Athleticism is all based on physical condition, and if your physical condition is poor, there's nothing you can do about it. There's really nothing you can do about it. I'm gonna try to do a stroll for tomorrow because we have not done opinionated. Today was really rough, so I'm gonna try to figure out what we're gonna talk about and try to put some ease into it. Outside of that, you guys, I guess you guys can take care of yourselves, and if anything, I will try to catch you guys in the back ends of some other shows and trailers. I've been trying to figure out where am I gonna be going to like showcase or try to get myself back into the idea of having conversation with people on panels or even on shows that are not my own, to be honest with you. But for what I see out here, I'll be honest with you, I'm not interested. So that's always gonna be something to try to work on. But right now it's very difficult. So if you had managed to find somewhere that you think that might be interesting, let me know. But until then, we are where we are. But I do want to expand and try to reach out and learn and meet new people this year. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care of yourselves and try to stay tuned. We will do something for opinionated tomorrow for sure. All right. Later, y'all.